people are afraid of being canceled. People don't want to, like, we're so afraid of being canceled. We don't want to tell the truth no more. And that's not what I'm going to be. Reason why I love Philip Anthony Mitchell and a lot of these new people that are coming out, they're speaking truth. They're speaking truth. And that's why they hot right now, because they're speaking truth in a world that's been so afraid of speaking truth. I want to be one of those platforms that is speaking truth. Okay. And so I know, yes, I'm a woman. I actually reached out to men in the beginning of this entire situation. And I said, could you speak to some, like, these guys, these influencers that are males? Could you speak to these guys? Could you reach out to them? Could you? And a lot of people didn't want to get into that because they didn't want to be canceled. They didn't want this. They didn't want. Okay, fine. You know what? It's probably not right that I speak to men. Probably not the best thing. But you know what? If men are listening and women are listening, I got something to say. Because when I see certain things, and again, I'm a little bit more sensitive because I am somebody's sister. I have brothers. I feel very strongly about men, and I feel very strongly about how they're being influenced to throw away their legacy. And guess what? I'm not going to let it happen, because there is an agenda. If the men can take out, if the enemy can take out men, he takes out the head. Men in Genesis were given dominion. And whether we as ladies want to recognize that or not, men were given dominion. I have spent a lot of time in this, I don't even know what you want to call it, these months. God has been showing me my role as a woman to a man. And that is to be a helpmate. And not to find displeasure in that, but to find pleasure in being able to support whatever man God brings into my life. He's obviously set me up with a keys within me to benefit, to help whatever he's giving that man. Because obviously the man, if I'm waiting on God for him, he's a man of God. And he needs a woman like me, and I need a man like him. And that's not to be, oh, well, what about me? A lot of the women today, well, we have a problem with this competition and comparison. We're looking at what other women are doing. We're looking at what we're now in comparison with our man. What is our man getting? What is our man doing? What type of things he's gotten on? And we're out of order. We are completely out of order. And that's why we are feeling displeasure. That's why we're feeling comparison is a thief of joy. You got women out here, they got successful men that they're standing beside and being a helpmate towards, and they're feeling like, oh, it's less than because I'm helping him. It's less than because I'm not in the limelight. And so therefore they do things to get in the limelight. And now this man don't have the ability to focus the way he needs to focus because you out here making him look crazy. All right. The problem that we have today is not understanding and finding pleasure in our role. And I'm not saying it's a lesser role. I'm still going to be Sam. Y'all know me. I'm still going to snap. I'm still going to talk. I'm still going to do me. And I know that God is going to send me a man that appreciates my personality, appreciates that I'm fiery. But one thing I will not do is embarrass my man because I don't understand discernment and reading the room. When you become one with a man, ladies, we are a team. We are one band, one sound. I'm not going to do things to make you look crazy, and I pray you don't do the same to me. One band, one sound. And so a lot of people are not understanding the role and being able, I mean, listen, some women were feeling that role or feeling, you could tell that they're uncomfortable with playing that helpmate position because they're always trying to outshine their husband in some way, shape, or form. And it's like, bro, you're with a top tier man. Like God chose you for him. And when we find the beauty in being a helpmate, when we find the pleasure in being able to support somebody into purpose, because y'all, it's bigger. The men are the head. They have dominion. It is what it is. The attack of men is real. And when we have the ability to steward that well or not well, we have also their legacy in our hands, which in turn is your bloodline. Because in the Bible, family, a bloodline was either blessed or cursed based upon the man that was the head of it. Noah's bloodline was saved because of who? Wasn't because of his sons, wasn't because of his daddy. It was because of what Noah was doing. Noah saved his bloodline because he was a righteous man. Look at Haman in the story of Esther. His bloodline was taken out because he was out here being mischievous, trying to take out the Jewish race, I guess it's Jewish race at the time. He was trying to take out the Jews. His entire lineage was impaled because of one man's decisions. All throughout the Bible, our bloodlines are either purified or sent to damnation based upon what the head did. It wasn't about what the woman did. There was only really one woman in the Old Testament. I forgot her name. I think it's Ashley. Is it Achlai? Okay. There was a woman that was a Israelitess that because her father did not have any sons, her father was able to give her to one of their slaves, and she had a son in order to keep the bloodline going, right? So she saved the bloodline. The bloodline was saved through a female, which is unusual. That's why she's even mentioned. Otherwise than that, it was men. And that's why, men, I'm doing this live. I'm doing this live because I want you to understand. I know I have a lot of passion, and I know that it can come across wrong sometimes. I know it's misguided. I could be all over the place, and I'm speaking really passionately, and you could be like, Sam, you're doing way too much. And I get it. I probably am. Like, let's be real. I probably am. And I'm sorry for that. But it's almost like I see something happening and I want to stop it. And I don't. Sometimes when I'm getting these comments and I'm seeing what some men are saying, I'm like, you don't get it. You're not seeing. You're thinking like this is you. Like this is propaganda. What you're saying is what you've been programmed to say. This is not you. This is not you and your origin. You with the music that they're putting out, with the media that they're putting out, these thoughts are not your own. The enemy is utilizing the media and music and all of these things to keep us from the things that we are promised. Our legacy. Y'all, family, our lives, let's be honest with you. Our lives are but a vapor. We don't know. None of us know how much time we have. And time is relative. I'm 35 years old. And being 35 years old, I could pass away at 85. And so based upon that, I have a lot of time. But 35 years old, I could die at 50. I don't have that much time. It's not about me. It's about legacy. Some men are just throwing away their legacy. And I can't let you do that. There's an agenda. And I'm not going to let you miss. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family, okay? Join my family today.